Ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, celebrating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, my ninjas, if you're watching this and you love the quality, we offer better quality there by Mopandi Studios. So I'm shooting at home, and at the studio, that's where we have got all the lights. We've got every single thing. So trust me, the quality is bomb. Okay, we can shoot for you, edit for you, upload for you, do thumbnail for you. We can start a YouTube channel for you. We can help you with the monetization, like every single thing, the whole entire process. We can be able to help you with that, and obviously it comes at an extra price, but we are very affordable. Okay, our episodes only start from 999. Okay, just under 1,000. So try find cheaper at this quality, Shbubu, okay? And come back and talk to me. But anyway, Shbubu, today I'm here and today we are going to gossip, Shbubu. If you're watching this, it's probably 11 and I'm sure some of you guys are coming from TikTok. And I know that I made a promise that at 11 o'clock a video is going to drop, and I saw some of you guys saying 11 better be 11, Owamie. Child, I stay to my word. I stick to what I say. If you don't believe me, ask that nigga from Friday. I told him if he cheats, I'm leaving. He cheated, I left. I don't play kids games, okay? I ain't a kid play. I ain't a game player. I don't play games. Now, Shbubu, this particular one, I'm going to have to use wisdom because I'm a very wise woman. Do you guys see that? Yeah, I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but I'm going to go ahead and... Like, do you guys see that chende? And it also goes here. I'm gonna be premiering this. There's a thank you button. Please use it, because this literally had to make me sit down. If you know, you know. To get this channel for you guys, so that I can give you guys like the facts of what I heard. Okay, now I was going to be talking and I was going to be mentioning names, but unfortunately I was not going to be able to give you guys all the chende if I was out here mentioning people's names. But I mean, at this point, when it is confirmed, it will be confirmed and you guys probably will know who it is. I do not know. But for me, I'm going to just give you guys this exclusive, this tea, and whatever happens after that is up to you, okay? So today we're going to be talking about a content creator, guys, who felt like she was holier than thou and she was above divorce. She would usually make content that actually downs divorced women, not necessarily divorced men. Because anywhere that I ever saw her talking about or talking with a divorced man, that divorced man was a victim. Yeah, when I tell you that premium pygmisha content, it's either the wife was not talking to the husband right, or it's the wife that was not doing this, or the wife that wasn't, you know, down enough, the wife that wasn't, it was never about the man. Like when I tell you that if she came into a scenario where a husband is cheating on his wife with another girl, she would never ever talk about the husband, but she would actually blame it all on the side chick. She really hated baby mamas too. Proper. But the reason why this is childish, Boo, is because of every single person. That one does not deserve a divorce. For her to be a divorced woman now, we reject it. Girl, go back and fetch your man. Go and fetch your man very, very quick. Because after the training that you've trained that man, I'm sure he's used to cheating and still going home and getting a warm meal. I don't think any sister out there will be able to tolerate that rubbish. So I think you better pack your bags, go fetch your man, and you lot better fix things and be undivorced, okay? Go back to married. Because no, we're just not doing that. But I think one thing that I'm super excited about is that girl is about to find out in the most rudest way that you do not divorce the man you married. She thought was stupid. She thought we was dumb. And now it's her husband, or ex-husband I should say, allegedly, that is out here humiliating her. Now, all this that I actually wrote here are the stuff that this man was talking about this woman. Okay. Do not mind where I actually got all this information, but if you know me, you will know I'll never report on something that I don't have here in my pocket. Ungadlali, man, ungadlali. We've been doing this for a very long time. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with. So this man claims that he actually didn't even want to get married to her in the first place. So that whole rubbish that we've been seeing, it was for nothing because this man says, to begin with, I did not even want to get married to her. And, you know, I truly do believe him because the way this man was acting, it seemed like he didn't want to be married. I'm so sorry. We started strong. This man is saying that he did not want to be married. He didn't. So, Aishem, Madam, it means wanted to really get married, but Uman is saying, Rihanna, he didn't want to get married. Number 2, he claims he was forced to leave his job and he didn't even want to do it. So this man is claiming that at one point he had a very well-paying job and he was happy with his job. He didn't want to leave his job, but he was actually forced to leave his job. Of course, at this point, victim 101. And that's how men are. Do you understand? But she used to defend divorced men so much and claimed that, you know, they are victims. But seems like as much as she was saying that divorced men were victims, she was busy victimizing her husband from the beginning of it all because she forced this man for him to leave his job, allegedly. That's what he's saying. That's what this man is saying. Number 3, he says that he wants a baby with his ex and they are intertwined spiritually. He says that he loves this girl with all his life. He went on to say, "You are my girl." How? This thing shocked me. I was sitting here and I was like, but wait, with all this content, the up and down, the what, but that now we're seeing. Meanwhile, this whole time, this man is spiritually intertwined with his ex. Guys, men will embarrass you. They will humiliate you. So he actually came out here and he was saying that, it says that he loves this woman, not his ex-wife. He says that we're spiritually intertwined. You should have heard the passion in his voice when he said, "You're my girl." And I was like, damn. He went on to say she is more interested in what people think about her than being a good person. He continued to say that she and her family, they care more about what people think about them than them actually even doing the right thing. So if this man is out here saying that she's more interested in what people think about her being a good person, it means she's not a good person. Am I interpreting this wrong? I think I'm interpreting it right. She's not a good person. And I can tell you something. I don't cuss on this channel now. She ain't. She is not a good person. That is my opinion. And nobody will ever change anything. She is not. But at least her own ex-husband now is confirming. Or she's not a good person. Apparently, allegedly, Ugo cares more about what people are going to say. So he then continues to claim that she left him because he is now broke. But then he goes on to say that he's never broke, Shem. He's just in between jobs. Which, if you know in between jobs, for me means broke. Like, I'm sorry. But I'm sure that he will bounce back, I think that he's a man that, he falls and wakes up. Rises. He falls and rises. He falls and rises. So I mean, so yeah, he basically said that he basically believes that she left him because he was broke, or he is broke. But then he did say that, I'm never broke. I'm just in between jobs. But I interpret in between jobs as broke. But okay. He then goes on to say that you should have just stuck with me. Oh, this man loves his ex. This man loves his ex. Like, when you just also like, and let me tell you something, his regret of getting married to this influencer, he actually mentions it twice. You guys will hear as we're continuing. But the way that he said, you should have just stuck with me, you could just hear that, you know what, like, he really is in regret, Shem. He really is in regret. He even goes on to say it. He says the biggest thing he regrets is doing his ex wrong. And he is so sorry. He then goes on to say, can I see you? She said no. That was funny. The way she said no, it was funny to me. But yeah, he did go on to say that the biggest thing he regrets is doing his ex wrong. Now, mind you guys, as I'm saying, this influencer, this content creator, it's no secret that, her husband has cheated on her multiple times. And from what we hear, like, it was bad. This man has done a lot of heinous stuff to his then wife. And for him to say the biggest regret that he has is what he did wrong to his ex and not what he did wrong to his wife or ex-wife, for me was quite alarming, because I'm just like, throughout your marriage, it means that this man was all thinking about his ex. Make that make sense. And that's the part, like, never make your husband your everything. It never ends well. Because meanwhile, this nigga looks like he was really, like, interested in his ex. He goes on to say, whenever they have arguments at home or they're talking about whatever, she would always claim that she's famous. So the fame, the fame craze wasn't only just on social media. That whole fame craze, it seems like it dips also into home. Because the husband, when I tell you that every single place where I heard him talking about she's famous or a celebrity, because he used those two words, that she would say she's famous or that she's a celebrity, you could just hear the annoyance on his voice. Like, his voice would even go up. Like, he would be so mad. Like, you can see that this is something that he really, he was tired. Our wives out there, do better. Do better, my darling. Don't be telling your husbands when you are famous and you're celebrities. This thing, like, that man, you could see that he was exhausted and tired by being told, Rape, I'm famous, I'm a celebrity. Then he goes on to say that, let her suffer for once. She made others suffer. Oh, he said that she made his ex suffer, so his ex should be happy, and he says that he's enjoying this. So he knows that she's suffering. He's now enjoying it. This is what he's talking to his woman that he loves. The woman that he loves, the woman that he wants to have a baby with. So he says that she should be happy. And he actually said, I'm enjoying this. For once, let her suffer, He then said that, find a way to enjoy this. It's going to get better. She's not a good person. And when the lady said, you married her, he said, I've made a lot of mistakes. Do you understand? Like, let me reread this for you. So he, after saying that she should suffer. We're talking about the ex-wife now, because she's an ex-wife. Sorry, that she should suffer. He should let her suffer. She made his ex suffer, right? And that his ex should be happy. But he is enjoying this, but he's enjoying his ex-wife suffering, this content creator. And then he then now tells his ex, would find a way to enjoy this. It's gonna get better. He then goes on to say that she's not a good person. This is the second time that he's actually saying that she's not a good person. Like, like at first Angiri said she's interested in what people think about her than being a good person. And then I assumed, or it means that she's not a good person, if that's what he's saying. He then goes on to confirm it here. He says that she's not a good person. So when this lady said, but you married her, he then said, I've made a lot of mistakes, which means him marrying this content creator is his mistake. And mind you, the first statement that we opened with was he didn't want to do it. And now he goes on to say that it was a mistake. And if you hear the smirk on him when he said, I've made mistakes. He said, I've made a lot of mistakes, which means that in that lot, she's one of the lot. Amadzoza. So now let's get deep. Let's get deep and juicy. Allegedly, girl was out there busy recording conversations, or this is what she actually told her now ex-husband, but husband at that time. So he said that she recorded their conversation, and when I say there, it's him and his ex who they are now communicating. You understand? So she recorded the conversation, and she's threatening that she will take it to her podcast. And then he says that he doesn't play games. He will take her to jail. And let me tell you something. I don't think this man is like joking. I hope for her sake, if she has that audio recording, she's not going to post it, because this man might just open a case. He's just like... So the thing that happened here, let me see what I wrote going forth before I actually explain this point for you guys. So it is alleged that it seems like they've not been sleeping in the same room for a long time. But Uga would have a tendency, or rather she did, from what he's saying, that she went to the door, listened to his private conversations, and recorded. He then goes on to claim that is witchcraft. Like, why are you now standing outside the door recording conversations? This girl goes on to say that how? So when now does this mean, Uri, you actually like called me in the middle of the night knowing because you wanted to bait so that she could hear? He's like, no. That was not the case. Like, I don't even know why she's doing that. I don't even know why why would she come to the door and record my private conversations, and record. And then he claimed that is witchcraft. So now this actually also goes back to her recording the conversations and threatening to go to the podcast. So I don't know if that is the reason maybe that is the reason why she wants to come out and tell people that this is the reason why my marriage now ended. I really truly just do not know, but that would not be reason enough for me. I like, when it comes to her, I don't think it would be. You understand? He goes on to say, people have made others suffer, so why can't they suffer? Like, when I tell you this man wants this woman to suffer, being with a man that does not want to be with you, you will suffer, my dear. You will suffer. And when I tell you guys, the suffering here, Hashem, he wants her to suffer. And then now, it goes on to say that now that whole brand is gonna come on its ass because she built her entire fame on top of my back. That is where I was like, no. Imagine, like, now that whole brand is gonna come on its ass because she built her entire fame on top of my back. Ciao. Ciao. That's when now you know it's time to rebrand. Oh, the owner of the brand is no longer there. So you now better rebrand. But there's also another thing again that I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys is that it seems after girl went on to listen, right? Like record or overheard whatever was the conversation or the door. It means she recognized who her husband was talking to, because at that time it seems they were still married, because she sent a message came takabao. And I'm gonna go ahead and just read you guys this message that says sorry guys. Hey my darling, I hope you are well. When you sneak up, she will know exactly who this is. Angerandombo. When you sneak up with my husband, could you kindly do the following? Do not call me a witch, and secondly, do not speak about my children. My husband has my MacBook that has my podcast page on it. So the public statement or apology you are dying for can be published on my podcast to reach millions of views. Or there are plenty of rival podcasts that could be excited to host this. I don't remember the last time I spoke about you, so as some believe mommy, it's been 7 years already. So can my family be out of your mouth? Lastly, you can go as far as you want with my husband. I don't have an issue. But nje respectfully, you don't want to drag me with. I hope I will never have to call you into order again. Have a great day. And when I tell you guys, Ore, I've gone through a lot. I have never sent another woman a message about my husband. I have never. That one is not me. It can never be me. I am a bigger woman than that. Like, I'm not even ashamed to say it on any podium. I'm a better woman than to do such. That's not something that I'll actually do, to say, hey, my husband. No, that's not something that we can do. So it does seem like some of the messages that she would preach online is not what she would practice. Because why are you sending another woman a message about your husband? Why are you not telling your husband that whenever you talk to this person, keep my name and my children's names out of your mouth, you and her? But you had to make it a thing that you go to the woman, because again, as I said, her content has always been about the woman, not really about the man. Like, men are innocent creatures that are the cutest ever. And I guess Uri, her now ex-husband, who's out here now talking about on some he regrets and he never wanted to marry her in the first place, then I guess he also too was a victim, like how the rest of the ex-husbands were. And this should just show you, ladies and gentlemen, that being a pygmisha will not get you picked. They will be with you because they know that you tolerate their rubbish. But Oksala, as time goes, they will finally find the one that they want. Sometimes it might be an ex, sometimes it might be a new person. But let me tell you something. All this that I'm telling you here, as I said, child, I had it all. Now the journal has been closed. So some of the changes here is out. And I think like it's such a sad life, Shem. Like, it's such a sad life. It is such a sad life that you would actually go through all this rubbish and trouble only to still be a divorced woman. I would say welcome to the divorce club, but you ain't welcome. Go back to your husband. Go and remarry that man, because you ain't welcome here, darling. Not after all the rubbish you've been saying. Asukfun. We don't want you here. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. If you just hear the way that this man talks about her. Oh. Night and day. From how she talks about him. Night and day. Night and day. Dear women, you are not special. The only thing that makes you special is your individuality, of the fact that, of course, I'm Owamie. I am specially Owamie. No one is going to be me. And that's the only thing that makes me unique. But when you start thinking Uri, you're special, that's where you think Uri, you are special and you're being treated a certain way, or another woman is being treated a certain way. Sorry, because you are special. If he can treat that woman the way he treats her, he can treat you too, because it never has to do with you, but the person in question. It's so sad. Like, if you hear the way this man talks about this woman, it is so sad. It is so sad. And it gets to a point where when I'm sitting and I'm hearing that, I'm even asking myself, like, did this man deliberately put this woman through all this because he regretted and he didn't even want to be married to her in the first place? And maybe the person he really wanted was his ex. But Leon, it's like he can't really fully explain why. Why did he get in there? It seems like he doesn't have a full explanation, but he keeps talking on some, she's not a good person. He regrets marrying her. He truly loves his ex. Says was spiritually intertwined. He wants a baby with her. And as someone that is just divorced, he doesn't sound sad. He sounds like he's on a mission to get his ex back. Like, that's the mission that I see. And he sounds angry towards her. So I'm just like, child, it's a sad situation, but because it's her, she deserves it, okay? My opinion, she deserves it. I feel not even a fadingi of sorry for her at all. And let me tell you something, I don't even care, because at this point, I feel like she will have to come out. One day, she will have to come out and address Uri Ipindota, because if your content was about your husband and your family life, at one point you're gonna have to come and address where is Indota. So for me, I don't care what reason that she would actually come out with. Like, she could come out here and say the most wildest, craziest thing, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what would be the wildest thing. Like, girl, at this point, this man could be a Boko Harambe. I still would not think it's valid enough reason the way that this girl has been going through. She will come here and say, oh, he's gay. It would still not be valid enough reason. She could come out here and say, oh, he's a terrorist. It just would not be reason enough for me. At all. Do you, ma'am, deserve that horrible marriage of yours that you were in? Do you deserve that? And you better go back to it. You is not welcome here, Shbubu. Because I remember when we would preach self-love, we would be told we celebrate divorce and we encourage divorce. Like, somehow, because we're divorced, It's like we should just be put in a box, closed in, and pegged very far away. So for you to later now join the same club, it is crazy. Marriage is not about one person, Shmoo. It's not about one person. But I'm telling you guys one thing, one day, very soon, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This life is not from your mother's backyard. uNkulunkulu usithanda sonke. Never ever forget that. Never ever forget that. And being a horrible individual as she is, she deserves all this pain, all this hurt, all this whatever. Like, oh, she deserves it. If you heard how her husband, or now alleged ex-husband, was begging this woman, you would cry, my sister. You would cry. Oh. If you would cry. And I was like, wow, what a life. Do you guys remember, like, when I did a story time about Snakey, right? One of the people that did me horribly wrong when I was in Free State. And I was like, I'm divorced. Like, where I am now, I'm happy, right? But with her, I don't even want revenge or anything, because I know marriage is punishment enough. I feel the same with this woman. Like, she needs to find a way to go back to that man that regrets ever marrying her, or that says it. And for you to be in the same house with your husband, he's over there speaking with girls, when you're the one nyonyobing to the door. How can I? Yo, Shem, niyagoa mantombazane, niyagoa Shem, but you deserve it. Like, she deserves it. And at the end of the day, I think I've said this, I'm not one that says and encourages and whatever divorce. Like, I truly honestly don't. I encourage happy homes. I feel like every woman deserves happiness. You need to be a happy person so that you can be a happy mother. If you have kids, you can be a happy wife. And if ever you find yourself in a situation where you are not happy, let me tell you something. Divorce is hard. Divorce is very painful. It's like you go through a death. It's quite tough. You question yourself a lot, because you divorce a completely different person than the person that you married. You get to a point where you question your own sanity. Like, did I just make this person an image in my mind, like, where I just thought he was a good person, he was this and that and that? You really truly, like, question your entire existence. Like, divorce is one of the most craziest things. I think divorce, for me, probably, I've never experienced, like, obviously, like, okay, I've never experienced like a spouse die, but I think for me, maybe it might be a bit worse. I don't know. And let me explain. Like, for me, it's like that thing where this person dies, but they're not dead, they're alive. Do you get? Like, it's like the version of the person you knew completely dies. And there's a new version that comes out, and you don't know who this person is, but they look exactly like the person you stayed with for many years. So that's why I will forever say that, listen, if you are in a situation where you're not coping, and one of the examples of not coping, I'm some of you guys laugh at me when I pronounce, but again, Vescopis, any mental institution that you have to enter because of a man or because of a woman, you're not coping, pack your bags and leave. Do you understand? I am pro-divorce in any marriage that is horrible. But with her, she should go back. She deserves it. She should actually go back. She should go and live that miserable life that she was living. in my personal opinion. Because imagine being in the same house. Imagine having to take your phone and tell another woman, even when you're sneaking around with my husband, hey, just don't do this and that. Like, imagine, like, I literally would have to pick my pride off the floor. I will never send another woman such a rubbish nonsense message. Imagine, I'd rather talk to my husband if I wanted to, but the other woman, but then that's how you see that, yeah, people's thinking is different. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the other thing again, guys, that I forgot to say, whenever that man spoke about like, hey, celebrity fame, you should have heard how the both of them were laughing at her. Bagit. Yo. Oh, you should have heard how they were both laughing and making fun. But which fame? I shame. I shame, guys. I shame. I ngeke bakithi. Oh, this is sad. But not for her. Like, at one point when I was hearing how like the conversations would go and making fun of her and this and this, she's this and that, I was like, yo. And this girl, Shem, that moment, she would lay her life for this guy. This guy is just like, you are the one I want. We are intertwined. I want a baby from you. I regret. I didn't want this. I've made a lot of mistakes. His marriage being one of them. To you? Shboo-boo. But pack those bags and go back. Joe is not welcome in the divorce club. But I don't know if I said this, but all I know is that at one point or another, she will have to address, you understand, the situation on what exactly happened. And we are going to sit here and wait to hear exactly what is going down. Ungulungulu Standa song. Don't ever forget that. God loves all of us. Doesn't have favorites. You are not special. You're not. And the same way that this girl laughs at other people's misfortunes, it's the same way I'm going to laugh at hers. Asidlalila. An eye for an eye. If you look at me and you think, oh, I'm evil, I don't care. It's none of my business. Honestly. Because some of you guys do the most darkest demon sneak actions, expecting when things happen, people will say, oh, no, we forgive and I'm too short. I'm a very short babe. I'm too short to can ever be the bigger person. The only thing that now I really want to work on is being even smaller. You see like how big I am? I mean, I'm like 90 kgs, guys. So, but I want to like get even smaller so that I can be the smallest person. Like, you see now I'm saying I can't be the bigger person, but I'm kind of big. So I want to even be smaller, like short and small. There's no excuse for you to can ever even say, be the bigger person, Johnny. I can't. I'm too short to be the bigger person. It can never happen. So, yeah. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. And then let me go ahead and also continue. I know that some of you guys expected me to name drop, but I was not going to be able to freely share everything with you guys. So that's why I did not name drop. But stay tuned on this channel because trust and believe things are still going to happen. Okay? Bye.